Mambo, jina langu ni Abraham. Hello, my name is Abraham. Welcome so much into my Swahili class. Today we are going to have a look on the negative present perfect tense. How negative present perfect tense works. And we will start with the positive subjective prefixes, because we are having also the negative subjective prefixes here. So it's better to see all of them, how they look like. If it is your first time to watch this video, I'm having also the previous video on how I explain on how the sentence is constructed and how the positive subjective prefix looks like. But also here I will explain. So ni, it is the subjective prefix in a positive way. So ni stand for I, u stand for you, a stand for he or she, tu stand for we, stand for you but plural, and wa stand for they. And these ones, because today we are learning negative tense, these ones, they are negative subjective prefixes. So si stand for I in a negative form, who stand for stand for you, ha stand for he or she, hatu stand for we, ham stand for you but plural, and hawa stand for they. And of course, because we are learning the negative present perfect tense, we use ja as the negative present perfect tense. So we don't use me. That's why here I put the cross. So me, forget about me for this case. And remember about ja when you are negating present perfect tense. And of course, you need the verbs in order to make a sentence. And here are some of the verbs that I wrote them for you. So in Swahili we are having two categories of verbs. We are having the verbs which are from Bantu origin and the verbs which are from Arabic origin. The verbs which are from Bantu origin, they are ending with the vowel a. Look, a. All of the verbs which are from Bantu origin, they are ending with the vowel a. And the rest of the verbs which are ending with the vowel e, for example, also e and u, they are from Arabic origin. But also Bantu origin verbs, they are categorized into two. I mean the monosyllabic verbs. These are the verbs which are having only one syllable. And this one, they cannot be understandable unless you accompany them with infinitive of Swahili verb. Ku, it is infinitive of Swahili verb. And in English, infinitive of Swahili verbs is tu. So ku plus only single syllable, which is la, it is kula. This means to eat. And kuja, this means to come. Kupa, to give. Kunywa, to drink. And the rest are non-monosyllabic verbs. This means that they need more than, they don't need infinitive of Swahili verbs so that they are understandable. For example, soma, this means read. Jifunza, this means learn. Pika, cook. Nunua, buy. Hitaji, need. Fikiri, think. Subiri, wait. And jaribu, try. And of course, these are the examples that we are going to have a look on them a bit later. But before we go to the examples, I'm always having the rules in order to construct a sentence. Rule number 1, use negative subject prefix. This one's here. Because we are constructing a negative sentence. And rule number 2, use ja as the negative tense. So ja as the negative present perfect tense. And of course, drop ku, this ku, in both monosyllabic verbs and non-monosyllabic verbs. And rule number 4, which is the last rule, don't change the last vowel. Let us have a look here. So si, subject prefix that stand for I, and ja, negative tense, and dropped, because I dropped ku, then we have la, so sijala leo. This means that I haven't eaten today. Sijala leo, I haven't eaten today. Next is hujanywa maji. Hu, subject prefix that stand for you, but I hope you drank water today. So hujanywa maji, this means that you haven't drank water. Hujanywa maji, you haven't drank water. And next is hajasoma kitabu. Ha, he or she. Ja, negative tense, and soma, read, and kitabu, book. So hajasoma, this means that he haven't read a book, or she haven't read a book. Next is hatujajifunza Kiswahili. Hatujajifunza Kiswahili. So hatu, negative for we, and ja, negative tense, which is present perfect, and jifunza, learn, and Kiswahili, language that we are learning now. So hatujajifunza Kiswahili, this means that we haven't learned Swahili. Hatujajifunza Kiswahili. And the next is hamjapika bado. Hamjapika bado. So ham, subject prefix that stand for you but plural, and the ja, negative, present perfect, and the pika, cook, and the bado, yet. So hamjapika bado with a question mark, this means that you haven't cooked yet. And next is hawa jaja. So hawa, negative, stand for they, and the ja, negative, present perfect, and another ja, this is from kuja, which means to come. So hawajaja, this means that they haven't came yet. So that's how the negative present perfect tense it is constructed.